AIZATRON, we believe that all businesses need to become data-driven businesses. Yet, 62 of companies worldwide have not yet managed to foster a data-driven culture. One of the most important future predictions is that if your business is not a data-driven business, then it is dead. Unfortunately, the challenges large companies face is a transformational and cultural one, and therefore it is not easy to transform the company to a data-driven culture. Hi there, my name is Ansu Sooful, and I am the CEO of AIZATRON. Today, I will talk to you about AIZATRON's latest offering, that is our Auditors platform. This is an exciting new platform that is extremely cost-effective and can be implemented into any organization quickly without any disruptions to the existing business environment. It spans the entire organization and provides deep insights that enable the business to harness the power of artificial intelligence by converting data into actionable tasks, driving more responsible, agile, and effective business. So why me? I've been working with big data solutions since 2001 when I installed and ran the largest databases and data mediation systems in Africa. These were critical operational systems that had to be highly available, scalable, with redundancy, as the business could lose tens of millions of rands within hours if the systems went offline. I've been invited to several local and international events and companies to share some of the innovative ways we developed locally to manage the ingestion of billions of transactions from divergent data sources while consolidating them and conducting analytics on the data to raise alerts, present dashboards, and produce ad hoc reports. We also built the first local big data system in South Africa for near real-time fraud detection and revenue assurance. This system was awarded the most innovative South African product in 2016, and it is currently processing and analyzing more than 1 billion transactions a day. The performance of the solution was so impressive that our technology partner invited us to present our blueprint to conferences in the US and Europe so that others in the world could also benefit from our innovative approach. So, who is AIZATRON? Our name says it all. AIZATRON is a multi-award-winning South African hot industrial technology company that has won several industry awards recognizing AIZATRON as one of South Africa's most innovative and entrepreneurial technology companies emerging in the digital economy. We strongly believe in the building and development of local skills to service our customers, and therefore we have massive training and development budgets for ensuring that our staff stay relevant with technology. We believe in creating local technology jobs as exporting jobs like many of our competitors do. Our track record speaks for itself, where our business has been rapidly expanding through the word of mouth of our customers. We are currently helping some of the largest and most innovative companies in South Africa implement their digitalization strategies. If you recall, I mentioned that the challenges large companies face is a transformational and cultural one, and therefore it is not easy to transform the company to a data-driven culture. Many organizations are still stuck in the third industrial revolution, the information age. They think that by controlling data, they can control power, and as such, many large organizations have created powerful silos of data within it. Trying to now integrate these data sources into a single data analytics platform is almost impossible. Executives approve huge amounts of budgets to create data lakes and data warehouses to get data insights into the business. These initiatives provide very limited value to the organization, as the reason for building these systems is for business intelligence and reporting purposes, which is again a third industrial outcome. These systems sit outside the operations of the business, and they are given data where the operational staff decide what data they will have access to. The accuracy, completeness, and validity of the data is compared to the source system it came from, which itself could be flawed. There are very little or no external validation of data, making it very dangerous to build any automated operational tasks on the analytics of this data. So why is AIDAS different? AIDAS was born in the guts of operations rather than the BI and reporting side of the business. It was originally designed to ingest, consolidate, profile, and analyze billions of transactions daily to detect fraud and revenue leakage. To achieve this, we had to ingest data from source systems as well as ingest logs, traces, and probe data. We had to automatically compare and consolidate data from the entire value chain of the business to detect any discrepancies or incorrect data. Accuracy and real-time processing of data was critical to success. This is where we developed the concept of profiling on ingestion. What this means is that we build our profiles dynamically as we ingest the data, removing the need for traditional batch windows and post-processing that many other data warehouse solutions require. The result was an operational system that represented accurately the data across all operational systems. The data was automatically verified through the using multiple sources of the transaction across the various organizational systems. By comparing the different system outputs of the same transaction, we could ensure that we could represent an accurate transactional record. Our systems also gave accurate information to management and executives in the business, and with the included powerful dashboards, they were able to get deep insights into the data. Our experience in creating and operating these systems led us to create AIDAS, where we added AI technology and RPA to help our customers build data-driven businesses. In the emerging digital economy, your business is generating so much of data about itself, even without you knowing about it. For every human interaction, there are several system logs and data created by machines. Even where there is no human interaction, data is being produced. The amount of data is just too much for any human to process. Also, businesses need to change their approach to the data analytics systems. The data analytics platform must become the invisible, independent auditor and assurance system that functions across the entire organization. It needs to act as an independent auditor, collecting data from all systems, logs, OSS, and BSS systems, feeding into a single artificial intelligence-driven analytics platform. The system sits on top of the entire technology stack, automatically auditing and reconciling every single business transaction. Potential breaches in service levels or in operations are fixed by the automated system immediately so that the SLAs and business operations remain intact. By treating your data analytics system as an external independent auditor of your OSS and BSS systems, businesses will create a powerful yet accurate analytics system that has detailed insight into the operations of the business. By adding intelligent automation to the system, many aspects of the business can begin to be automated, and thus the business begins its journey to becoming a data-driven business. When a business purchases AIDAS, they get the following included in the box. They get our technology that runs on the cloud. The technology includes a high-speed data analytics engine that can process billions of transactions a day. Data integration into ERP systems, existing data lakes, databases, and OSS systems. An API management gateway with secure integration into social media platforms and third-party data sources. We also provide the hardware as well in our secure cloud environment. The system comes with a fully functional BI tool to create dashboards, reports, and enable users to do deep dive analytics. We also provide the people. Our team is a fully managed services team with architects, developers, data scientists, AI programmers, BI specialists, etc., to meet the SLAs of the business. AIZATRON will develop the automation and assurance requirements of the business based on the approved business processes as part of our delivery to the customers. Data security is a critical consideration of the system. This makes the platform very secure. All interactions with the system is via the built-in API gateway, which issues security tokens to ensure secure end-to-end interactions. It prevents unknown parties from interacting with the system. Using Microsoft's single sign-on security, users across the organization can have access to the data that is relevant for their role in the organization. We have created a single business analytics environment that all users can use, thereby consolidating the entire data analytics dashboard environment. Our systems come with hooks into social media platforms and external data sources. The way the system works is that it only pulls in data and never lets data out. This one-way flow of data ensures that outside users cannot get access to the customer data. AIDAS enables the organization to link its internal data to external data in the public domain. That is the internet and social media. Actions in the organization could impact the public view of the organization, and AIDAS enables the business to make these linkages and react quickly and effectively. For example, in one instance, there was a billing error that one person logged on social media. For some reason, using machine learning, the system picked up this post from thousands of posts about complaints about billing and flagged it for investigation by our team. On investigation by our team, we found that the published product offer was slightly different from the one configured in the system. This was a new product, and since the problem was an internal system problem, all internal checks showed that the system was perfect. The company fixed the error and arranged for the user to get additional free airtime and thanked her for being a diligent customer. Sometimes there are some amazing customers who have the time to work on the complexities of your billing system. And the reality is that had this issue not been detected in time, it would have resulted in a huge billing crisis for our customer, resulting in hundreds of thousands of unhappy customers who had taken up this offer. By creating an external, non-intrusive data analytics platform that extracts both human and machine data from the internal OSS and BS systems, as well as data feeds from external systems, organizations can begin moving into becoming data-driven organizations. So based on our experience, how does a large company with multiple data silos go about achieving this? If we go back to the traditional way of looking at the information, we see that each area tends to create their own systems and have information systems that service their specific needs. In the past, trying to build a single data analytics platform has proved to be very difficult and almost impossible. This was a factor of the technology not being there, as well as the fact that corporates are social constructs with loads of personalities and personal agendas who make it impossible for different areas to share data. There is, however, one department within all corporates that the entire organization has to prove data and access to their systems. These are the internal auditors. As we have found that they can help organizations cut through the silos to create a single AI data analytics platform. The internal auditors' jobs are becoming very complicated and difficult to provide independent auditing of existing systems. In many cases, they depend on data from the very same systems they are auditing, and their request for physical evidence does not exist any longer due to COVID and the digitalization of the business. They themselves need smart, independent systems that can provide external auditing of the entire business. The auditors are non-threatening as they have no desire to take power away from the existing silos. They are therefore in the best position to implement AIDAS across the organization without resistance. Therefore, AIDAS has built-in financial control modules as part of its architecture. The ownership of the system will be the entire organization and not just the auditors, as the entire business can work on the system to implement their respective requirements around achieving service assurance, operational assurance, and revenue assurance. It must be noted that AIDAS data cannot be changed or edited in any way. It is not a data source, but rather a data store of all data, processed and unprocessed data, which are human, machine, social media, and other forms of data. This ensures the integrity of the system. Being a fourth industrial analytics system, we have also included hooks into IoT devices as well as our computer vision technology, giving AIDAS eyes. Our AI can interpret videos as well as pictures, as well as identify objects. The system can link into organizations' internal campus security cameras and interpret the data that is fed in from these systems. It can monitor people's movements, who they interact with during breaks, as well as monitor the type of vehicles they drive. It can hook into the access control systems and verify people's faces and validate the data against the identities that they submit to enter the property without the need for human intervention, making campuses and buildings a lot safer. For example, if an employee buys a new car that appears too expensive for their salary, as they drive into the campus, AIDAS can detect this as an abnormal event and raise an alert to inform internal audit, open a case, and automatically begin collecting data for the auditor to investigate further. The auditor can decide to investigate or close the case. An employee under investigation for fraud can also be tracked around the campus, with the system monitoring who the suspect meets and where they go. The system can also track them on public access platforms such as social media and internet sites and create linkages between the employees and suppliers, and add this into a case file for internal audit. These examples just highlight the capabilities of AIDAS. It is up to our customers to use it in a way that complies with all laws of the country, as well as with company policies.
In this demo, we are going to be looking at AIZATRON Bank, and more specifically the loans distributed by the bank, the employee information. We're also going to be looking at some sentiment analysis, which we've extracted from Twitter as well as LinkedIn. And we're also going to showcase the AIZATRON image recognition software and what we've managed to produce via the data captured and the insights produced within the report using this image recognition software and the data provided by it. So starting off the demo, we're going to look at AIZATRON Bank and the loan agreements. So this is to showcase the loans distributed by the bank to the different provinces or countries. And at the top, we're going to start at the top left-hand corner where we're looking at the total loans distributed as well as the total loan value. We then will look at some of the functionalities within Power BI. So using this visual, the loan type tree visual, we can see the different types of loans distributed and agreements and the value of these agreements. And for this demo, we're going to click on infrastructure and we'll see that all the data updates accordingly based on the selection that we just made. So we can see that infrastructure has been distributed across South Africa to all the different countries. If we hover over South Africa, we can see that the loan value is 26,247,400,920. So it's quite a large sum of cash given into the infrastructure development within South Africa. Moving below to the next segment of this report. So we've got the country overview, and we can see each country year on year, the amount of loan agreements or the total number of loan agreements distributed year on year for each country via using the ribbon chart. So I've clicked on infrastructure. I now want to select West Africa, and I want to see a little bit more of these 7 loans distributed for infrastructure to West Africa. So we can see that the chart updated to West Africa. We can see the amount of those 7 loans distributed for this country in 2002. We can then go further down and look at the sentiment summary of the loans. So it was more of what was the loans for, what popped up in the agreements, and this is just showcasing some of the sentiment analysis built in Power BI. Next to that, we can see, again, the number of loans selected for 2002, but we want to see the detail. We want to see what the actual agreements are. And one of the functionalities is the drill through feature. And in this feature, we can go to the detail. So now we can see the 7 loans distributed to West Africa, the amount of each loan agreement, and the detail of those agreements. We then will head back to our main page and everything resets to the default state. And that is just some of the functionalities provided within the tool that gives great insights and great functionality to dig deeper into the data. We're now going to move on to the employee info. This report uses LinkedIn as a data source. We can see that we've pulled out all the employees for the company, and we also did some sentiment analysis around what they've been posting on LinkedIn about the company. So if there's anything that stands out, if there's any concerns or employee concerns that they've been posting, we can gauge that and set the sentiment analysis visual accordingly to give us those insights. So right now we can see that they post a lot around the South African Development Bank. And if we had to click on an individual employee, we can see what they've posted, what their job profile is, and it comes across. We can then view by region where most of our employees are just by scraping the data from the LinkedIn site. So we want to look at where are all our project managers located. If I click on the project managers, I can see majority of them are from Johannesburg, and then a few of them are from the other provinces. So we know that majority of our project managers are located in Johannesburg. So this view shows you the capability of connecting not to your normal Oracle or SQL databases, but we can bring in information from anywhere. And we use LinkedIn as an option, and we've managed to pull employee data just by scraping the LinkedIn site. Moving on to the Twitter sentiment analysis, we then went into Twitter, managed to bring in the data based on a specific hashtag. And for this hashtag, we can see what people have been tweeting. We can see who the tweeters were and who essentially posted or distributed this hashtag the most. So if we had to look at DBSA Bank, we can see exactly what they tweeted, what the tweeted, how many times, so total times mentioned, and the total times tweeted. Another example of the sentiment analysis and for hashtag rethinking development, same use case, we logged on or we data scraped some Twitter feeds or this hashtag specifically. We then pulled out who retweeted the hashtag, how many times it retweeted. We also linked this to the employee table to see which one of our employees actually retweeted this hashtag. And we can see it was this employee who's in this position within the company, and this is what she actually tweeted. Great. Moving on to our image recognition software, we can see the different cars that was passing down this street. The type of cars, we've got the body confidence ratio, the make confidence, and the count of vehicles based on their confidence ratings. So we can see the highest confidence rating car is a Mercedes-Benz. And we can see that there was the different colors of the vehicle. If we were looking for something more specific, so if we are using this tool or the software to look for suspicious activity, and somebody said, well, listen, there was a red Toyota that went by and was involved in a certain suspicious activity, we can see under Toyota, there was one red vehicle, and this shows us the number plate and makes it easier for us to help authorities track the vehicle or provide this information to the relevant authorities to pursue this vehicle accordingly. We then have the image recognition software continued. And here we can see in real time the different vehicles passing through. What car was it? What color was it? The number plates, the confidence ratings. What type of vehicle was it? Was it a SUV, a crossover? And this keeps on monitoring and updating in real time. Thank you.
Thank you for your time today. We are doing some amazing work with our customers in helping them move to becoming data-driven organizations. We can help your organization as well. You are welcome to join me in the speaker lounge for a question and answer session. If you want to find out more about AIZATRON, please come and visit us at our virtual booth or connect with us by email or follow us on our social media platforms. Thank you.